to get your social media followers to buy from you. Hi, my name is Chloe, co-founder and marketing specialist for Vita Vita Partners, and today I'm going to address this big but important question. I mean, what's the point of even using social media if it's not going to be driving the bottom line in your business? So you're doing all the things, you have an amazing social strategy going, your follower count is growing on social media, on all of your platforms. If not, then get in touch with us because we can surely help you do that. But let's say that your following is growing and you are noticing that your audience is there, but you are just not seeing the conversions and the purchases that you would like to see in your back office. So let's dive straight on into it. Starting from where people buy from you. It's really important that you have put the time and the money and the resources into having a beautifully, not only good looking website, but also a website that is functional and it's actually driving leads and driving conversion and driving purchases. I know it's very tempting to want to create your own website and do a DIY job, but I highly suggest that you invest the funds necessary to get a functioning website that does the job that it's supposed to do, because sooner or later you're going to need it. You're going to put all this time and resources into building your own website, and a couple of months or a year or two later you're going to realize that it's not doing all the things that you need it to do, and so you're going to have to invest the funds anyway. So just bite the bullet straight up, invest the funds, get your website purchase ready. Otherwise, every single effort that you make between building your social media following and trying to get that purchase, it really doesn't matter if you don't have a great functioning place where people can actually purchase your products and services from. Step number 2, how are you actually driving people to the website? So where is that bridge coming from? From your Instagram channels or Facebook or LinkedIn to your website. It's highly unlikely that people are going to be jumping directly from these sales channels to your website without some sort of enticing offer. So think, what can you be doing that's a little bit outside of the box that is actually going to drive those users to your website? A typical one that is used in e-commerce is some sort of first discount. So maybe you offer all of your new website visitors 10% off to a one-time purchase with you, or you could take that a step further and actually incentivize people for signing up to your email list, whether that's through some sort of newsletter or something else called a lead magnet, which we're going to touch on in the next step. But you could give these subscribers a discount on your products or services in return for signing up to your list. But this is a very standard way to grow your list, and it's not very creative, and a lot of consumers are actually becoming exhausted of this, and they would actually rather not get the discount just to sign up to a lazy newsletter. So start thinking about other things that you could offer. These come along the lines of lead magnets. So a couple of lead magnets that I have seen have converted really well within the wine industry are recipe books. So you could use a software like Canva to create some sort of free ebook that included some recipes that maybe pair well with all of the wines that you're making or selling. Actually, we recently used this strategy with one of our winery clients based in Italy, and they grew their email list by 1,100% within the first 30 days using this strategy. So it is highly powerful. I suggest you guys go and give it a go. Or you could create some sort of free guide which teaches wine novices a little bit more about wine, you know, how to serve wine, how to best store wine. There are so many creative ways that you can add some extra form of value to your audience that you can put together in some PDF, ebook, online download in an exchange for an email address from your audience. So I want you to really think, what is that bridge going to be? What is that ebook going to be? How are you going to entice people from your social media platforms onto your website using some sort of downloadable like this? If you're not sure, I suggest that you come up with a couple of ideas and you put a poll maybe on your Instagram account or on any of your social channels, or even send out an email and ask your audience, what do they struggle with? Are they looking for more recipes to pair with their wines, or do they commonly struggle with buying wine in a wine shop? Try and think of these pain points that your customers have and ways that you can fulfill those pain points with some sort of downloadable product. Now, step number 3 is really important, but it's amazing how many businesses others will fail to follow through and set this up properly. It is so important that you have a Facebook pixel or a TikTok pixel on your website, which is following traffic that is coming from your online channels to your website. Even if you don't want to be running any sort of advertising right now or retargeting campaigns, I can assure you that in the future you will want to capitalize on this data. So it's so important that every website has a pixel installed. So I would suggest that you install your Facebook pixel, a TikTok pixel, and also Google Analytics. Make sure all of those channels are set up properly, otherwise you will be very, very sorry in the future. If you do need some help setting up these pixels, they can be a little bit time consuming and you have to be a little bit tech savvy. Please make sure you reach out with us. We would be more than happy to help you and guide you in a direction of how to set these up. The next step to getting your social media followers to buy from you is to be using email marketing. So what I like to think of it as, social is where you really capture that audience and get new eyeballs onto your products and services through value-driven content, which we're going to talk about next. However, email is really where you nurture and you sell to this audience. So start emailing your list. I like to follow something very simple, which is the Gary Vaynerchuk model of jab, jab, right hook. So you want to be sending 2/3 of your emails should be value driven and 1/3 of your email can be sales, promotional, and straight up asking for the sale. But you definitely don't want to be fatiguing your audience by constantly trying to sell to them. What is it that you can offer in your email marketing that is a little bit outside of the box? Do you have someone in your team that is really good at crafting sales copy? Do you have someone really good in your team who is great at telling stories through written word? Or perhaps you have someone who is great on camera and you could set up some sort of email nurture campaign leading them to some sort of private YouTube series. The goal is to just add value, really get to know your customers, really get to know your audience, get to know what they value, and then create that value and be delivering it to them in their inbox 2 to 3 times a week. So last but not least, we are going to be speaking about value-driven content. So it's only once you really have this back-end system and funnel set up that you can start pumping out a lot of value-driven content. If you are just pumping out the value-driven content and you're not actually leading this audience anywhere in your funnel, then it's really hard for your audience to buy from you. All of your social media channels should be pumping out value video content daily or at least weekly. Think about the ways that you can make your audience laugh or cry or educate them or entertain them or bring some sort of emotional value to their life. So I like to follow the 4 E's, which is emotion, education, engage, and entertain. I think I have a video about that somewhere else. I will link to this video. I'll link down below if you want to learn more about how to create value-driven content for your audience. So there you go, guys. I hope that you implement each of these things that we spoke about today so you can get more of your social media following to actually start purchasing your products and your services. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you'd like to learn more about digital marketing, social media, and business strategy for your winery or distillery or brewery or hospitality business, any kind of fun business. If you're interested in more one-on-one support, then please make sure to check out the bio. You can go directly to our website and find out more about what we do and how we can help you. See you next time.